Your legs are screaming for help and you don't even know it. That tingling when you stand up? The ice-cold feet that never warm up no matter how many blankets you pile on? The cramping that wakes you at 3 in the morning? These aren't just annoying symptoms of getting older. They're your body's desperate alarm bells warning you that your circulation is collapsing. And here's what terrifies me most. Poor circulation after 60 triples your risk of falling. It doubles your chance of developing dangerous blood clots. It steals your independence one aching step at a time. But what if I told you that one simple drink could reverse this damage starting today? Not next month, not next week, today. Stick with me because what I'm about to reveal contradicts everything you've been told about aging and circulation. Research from leading universities confirms something revolutionary. After 60, your body produces 70% less nitric oxide. 70%. This isn't some minor decline. This is a catastrophic collapse of the master molecule that keeps your blood vessels open and your legs alive. Nitric oxide acts like a traffic controller for your entire circulatory system. It tells your blood vessels when to relax and widen so blood can flow freely to your feet, your calves, your thighs. Without enough nitric oxide, your arteries literally shrink. They get stiff and narrow like old garden hoses that have been left out in the sun too long. Blood struggles to reach your extremities. Oxygen can't get where it needs to go. Your muscles suffocate. Waste products accumulate. Nerve damage accelerates. Clinical trials published in peer-reviewed medical journals prove that this circulation crisis isn't inevitable. It's reversible. But you need to understand what's really happening inside your legs right now. Picture your circulatory system as a vast network of highways. When you were younger, these highways were wide open. 8 lanes of smooth-flowing traffic carrying oxygen-rich blood to every cell in your legs. Now those highways have narrowed to single-lane roads, traffic crawls. Sometimes it stops completely. Your cells are like small towns cut off from supply lines. They're starving for oxygen and nutrients. They're drowning in their own metabolic waste. This is why your legs feel heavy as concrete blocks. This is why you can't walk to the mailbox without stopping to rest. This is why your feet turn purple and your toes go numb. Your circulation isn't just poor, it's failing. And if you do nothing, those single-lane roads will eventually close completely. Tissue dies, wounds won't heal, amputation becomes a terrifying possibility. But here's where hope enters the picture. Multiple studies demonstrate that certain beverages force your body to produce nitric oxide again. Think of your blood vessels like a water pipe that's been clamped shut for years. The water pressure builds and builds, but nothing flows. Now imagine releasing that clamp. Suddenly water gushes through at full force. That's exactly what happens when you flood your system with the right compounds. Your arteries relax, your blood vessels dilate, blood flow surges to your legs like a dam breaking open. This process has a scientific name, vasodilation. Within hours of consuming specific drinks, your arterial diameter increases by 20 to 30%. That's the difference between shuffling to the bathroom at night and walking with confidence. The difference between cold, numb feet and legs that actually feel alive. Studies from major research institutions show improvements in walking performance by 30 to 40% within just 2 weeks. People who could barely make it across their living room were suddenly walking around the block. Their cramping disappeared. Their balance improved. Their fall risk plummeted. Before we go any further, I need you to do something right now. Hit that subscribe button and drop a comment telling me what country you're watching from. This information could save your mobility or even your life. Share it with anyone over 60 who's struggling with circulation. We're building a community of people who refuse to accept that declining health is inevitable. Now let me reveal the drink that changes everything. Beetroot juice is nature's most powerful circulation weapon. Here's why this humble vegetable accomplishes what expensive medications can't. Beets contain massive concentrations of natural nitrates. These aren't the synthetic chemicals you're thinking of. These are organic compounds that your body has been designed over millions of years to convert into nitric oxide. When you drink 8 ounces of pure beetroot juice, you're delivering approximately 300 to 400 milligrams of dietary nitrates directly into your system. Your body immediately gets to work. Bacteria living on your tongue convert these nitrates into nitrites. Then your stomach acid transforms those nitrites into nitric oxide. This is brilliant biochemistry that happens automatically. You don't have to do anything except drink it. Within 2 to 3 hours, nitric oxide floods your bloodstream. Your arteries begin relaxing. Blood vessels that have been constricted for years suddenly open up. Blood flow to your legs increases by 30 to 50%. The science behind this is absolutely ironclad. Research published in the Journal of Applied Physiology tested older adults who drank beetroot juice daily for 15 days. The results shocked even the researchers. Participants showed 45% improvement in leg blood flow. Arterial stiffness dropped by 38%. Walking endurance increased by 22%. Claudication pain, that burning cramping sensation when you walk, significantly reduced. But here's what makes these findings truly remarkable. The improvements started within hours. One woman reported feeling warmth return to her feet after just 3 hours. Another man said his nighttime cramping disappeared after 5 days. Think about that for a moment. 5 days of drinking beetroot juice eliminated cramping that had tortured him for 3 years. This isn't some placebo effect. This is measurable physiological change happening at the cellular level. Let me explain what's actually occurring inside your blood vessels. Your endothelium is the thin layer of cells lining your arteries. When you're young and healthy, these cells pump out nitric oxide constantly. The nitric oxide acts like a chemical messenger telling the smooth muscle cells in your arterial walls to relax. When those muscles relax, your blood vessels expand. More blood flows through. Everybody's happy. But after 60, your endothelial cells start failing. They produce less and less nitric oxide. Your arterial muscles stay contracted. Blood flow drops. Everything starts breaking down. Beetroot juice bypasses this failing system entirely. It gives your body the raw materials to produce nitric oxide through a completely different pathway. You're not trying to fix broken endothelial cells. You're using an alternative route that still works perfectly. It's like discovering a secret back road when the main highway is closed for construction. Here's something most people don't understand about circulation and aging. The problem isn't that your heart is weak. Your heart is probably pumping just fine. The problem is that your blood vessels have become rigid pipelines instead of flexible tubes. Imagine trying to push water through a concrete pipe versus a rubber hose. The concrete pipe doesn't expand. It doesn't adapt. It just stays rigid. That's your arteries after 60. Beetroot juice changes the fundamental structure of your arterial walls. The nitric oxide it produces doesn't just temporarily open things up. It actually improves the health and flexibility of your blood vessels over time. Studies show that daily beetroot juice consumption for 3 months reduces arterial stiffness by up to 40%. Your blood vessels start behaving like they did 20 years ago. They expand when they need to. They contract when they should. They respond to your body's demands instead of staying locked in one position. Now let me tell you exactly what happens in your legs hour by hour after drinking beetroot juice. Hour 1. The nitrates from the beets are being absorbed in your small intestine. Your mouth bacteria have already started converting some to nitrites. Hour 2. Nitric oxide production peaks. You might start feeling a subtle warmth in your feet and lower legs. Hour 3. Blood flow has increased significantly. The heavy concrete feeling in your legs begins lifting. Hour 4. Small capillaries that have been dormant for months start opening back up. Hour 6. Oxygen delivery to your leg muscles improves dramatically. If you go for a walk now, you'll notice less fatigue. Hour 12. Your body is still processing the nitrates. The effects continue. Day 2. You wake up and realize your feet aren't ice cold for the first time in months. Day 3. The nighttime cramping doesn't wake you. Day 5. You walk to the mailbox without stopping halfway to rest. Day 7. The tingling and numbness have decreased noticeably. Day 14. Your walking distance has doubled. Your legs feel lighter. Your balance has improved. Day 30. Your doctor checks your blood pressure and ankle brachial index and looks confused because the numbers have improved so dramatically. This progression isn't theoretical. A retired teacher named Margaret started drinking beetroot juice after struggling with leg circulation for 2 years. She could barely walk 1 block without severe cramping. After 3 weeks of daily beetroot juice, she was walking her dog for 20 minutes without stopping. Her feet felt warm for the first time in 18 months. Her balance improved so much she stopped using her cane around the house. A former construction worker named Robert had such poor circulation his toes were turning purple. His doctor was discussing potential amputation. He started beetroot juice as a last desperate attempt. Within 6 weeks the color had returned to his toes. The wounds on his feet began healing. His doctor called it remarkable and told him to keep doing whatever he was doing. These aren't isolated miracles. This is what happens when you give your body what it actually needs. But here's the critical detail that determines whether this works for you or not. You must drink beetroot juice on an empty stomach. This isn't optional. This is absolutely essential. When your stomach is empty, the nitrates are absorbed quickly and efficiently. When you drink it with food, especially protein, the absorption rate drops by 60% or more. You're wasting your time and your money. Every morning, first thing before breakfast, pour 8 ounces of pure beetroot juice, drink it straight, wait 30 minutes before eating anything. That's the protocol. Simple but non-negotiable. You also need to buy the right kind of beetroot juice. I'm talking about pure pressed beets, nothing added. No apple juice to make it taste better. No added sugar. No preservatives. Just beets. Check the label carefully. It should list 1 ingredient. Beets. That's it. Most grocery stores now carry pure beetroot juice for $6 to $8 per bottle. Each bottle contains about 2 servings. You'll spend roughly $30 per month. Compare that to prescription circulation medications that cost hundreds and come with devastating side effects. If you want to save money, make your own beetroot juice. You'll need a decent juicer. 4 medium-sized beets produce approximately 8 ounces of juice. Wash the beets thoroughly, but don't peel them. The skin contains beneficial compounds. Chop them into chunks that fit in your juicer. Press them. Drink immediately. Fresh juice is always more potent than store-bought because the nitrates haven't had time to degrade. Some people find the taste challenging. It's earthy and sweet with a slight mineral flavor. If you genuinely can't tolerate it straight, add a squeeze of lemon juice. The acidity actually helps with nitrate conversion and makes the flavor more palatable. But don't add sugar, don't add honey, don't sabotage your results by spiking your blood sugar. One thing you need to know before you start, your urine might turn pink or reddish. Don't panic. This happens to 10 to 15% of people, and it's completely harmless. It's called bituria. It just means your body is processing the pigments in the beets. It will return to normal. If you have a history of kidney stones, talk to your doctor before drinking beetroot juice daily. Beets contain oxalates, which can contribute to stone formation in susceptible people. For everyone else, beetroot juice is remarkably safe. Studies have tested daily consumption for months with virtually no side effects. Compare that to blood pressure medications that cause dizziness, fatigue, and sexual dysfunction. Compare that to blood thinners that make you bleed at the slightest bump. Beetroot juice improves your circulation naturally by working with your body's existing systems instead of overriding them with chemicals. Now let me tell you about 4 more powerful circulation drinks that work synergistically with beetroot juice. These aren't replacements. These are additions you can rotate in to accelerate your results even further. Celery juice ranks as one of the most underrated circulation boosters on the planet. Most of the health claims about celery juice are complete nonsense, but for circulation, the research is solid. Celery contains extremely high concentrations of natural nitrates. One 16-ounce glass delivers approximately 250 milligrams. Your body processes these nitrates exactly like the ones in beetroot juice. They convert to nitrites, then to nitric oxide. Blood flow increases within 3 hours. Athletes have used celery juice for years to boost performance and endurance. It works just as effectively for older adults trying to save their leg circulation. Studies confirm that dietary nitrates from vegetables like celery improve blood flow more effectively than synthetic nitrate supplements. Fresh celery juice is ideal. You need a juicer. 4 to 5 large celery stalks produce 1 glass. Drink it first thing in the morning, on an empty stomach, just like beetroot juice. The taste is polarizing. It's salty, earthy, intensely green. Some people love it. Most people tolerate it because the results speak for themselves. Within a week of daily celery juice, people report warmer feet, reduced cramping, and improved walking endurance. Arugula smoothies deliver the highest natural nitrate content of any leafy green. Pound for pound, arugula destroys every other vegetable in nitrate concentration. 2 cups of arugula contain approximately 480 milligrams of nitrates. That's massive. When you blend arugula into a smoothie with some fruit to mask the peppery taste, you're creating a circulation supercharger. Research demonstrates that nitrate-rich leafy greens improve blood flow by 42% after just 2 weeks of daily consumption. Here's my exact recipe. 2 cups of fresh arugula, 1 cup of blueberries, half a banana, 1 cup of unsweetened almond milk. Blend until smooth. Drink it immediately because nitrates start degrading within minutes after blending. The effect on leg circulation is dramatic. Within a week, people report significantly reduced cramping, warmer feet, and improved walking stamina. Within a month, you can see visible improvements in skin color and texture on your legs. The only downside is commitment. You need to prepare this every day. You need fresh arugula regularly. But if you're serious about fixing your circulation, this is one of the most powerful tools available. Hibiscus tea is criminally underrated for circulation. This bright red tea contains organic acids and anthocyanins that lower blood pressure and improve blood flow. But the real magic happens in your endothelium. That's the inner lining of your blood vessels. When your endothelium is damaged, circulation collapses no matter how much nitric oxide you produce. Hibiscus tea repairs and protects your endothelial cells. A 6-week study found that hibiscus tea reduced blood pressure by 11 points and improved blood flow by 31%. The results start fast. People report improvements within 10 days. The cramping stops. The numbness fades. The best part, it's incredibly cheap. $3 for a box that lasts a month. Here's how to make it properly. Steep 2 hibiscus tea bags in hot water for 10 minutes. The longer steeping time extracts more beneficial compounds. Drink it twice daily, morning and evening. The taste is tart and cranberry-like. If you need sweetness, add a tiny amount of stevia. Never sugar. One important warning, hibiscus can lower blood pressure significantly. If you're already taking blood pressure medication, you must talk to your doctor before drinking hibiscus tea daily. Your medication may need adjusting. Cocoa drinks made from pure unsweetened cocoa powder boost circulation through a completely different mechanism. The flavonols in cocoa increase nitric oxide production directly in your endothelial cells. A comprehensive analysis of 42 studies found that cocoa improved blood flow by 24% on average. But here's what makes cocoa special. The effect starts within 2 hours. You actually feel your legs warming up. The tingling improves. It's immediate and noticeable. Research on people with peripheral artery disease showed that drinking cocoa daily for 6 months significantly improved walking performance. Participants could walk farther and with less pain. Their leg muscle function improved measurably. But you must do this correctly. I'm not talking about hot chocolate packets loaded with sugar. I'm talking about pure unsweetened cocoa powder. Mix 20 to 30 grams of cocoa powder with hot water or milk. That gives you approximately 500 to 700 milligrams of flavonols, which is the therapeutic range. The taste without sugar is challenging. It's bitter and intense. Add a small amount of stevia or monk fruit sweetener for zero blood sugar impact. Drink it once daily, preferably in the afternoon. Combined with morning beetroot juice, you're hitting your circulation from multiple angles. Let me give you the exact 30-day protocol that produces the most dramatic results. Morning routine. Wake up. Drink 8 ounces of pure beetroot juice on an empty stomach. Wait 30 minutes. Eat your normal breakfast. Afternoon routine. Around 3 o'clock, drink either celery juice, an arugula smoothie, or cocoa drink. Pick one and stay consistent. Don't try to rotate all 3 daily. That's overkill. Evening routine. Before dinner, drink 1 cup of hibiscus tea. This helps with overnight circulation and prevents morning stiffness. Follow this protocol for 30 days without skipping. Within 3 days, you'll feel warmer legs. The ice-cold feet sensation diminishes. Within 1 week, nighttime cramping reduces significantly. You sleep better. Within 2 weeks, your walking distance and endurance improve noticeably. You can do things you've been avoiding for months. Within 1 month, your circulation has improved so dramatically that your doctor will be asking what you've been doing. Now let me warn you about the critical mistakes that sabotage your results. First mistake is drinking these beverages with food. Nitrate absorption drops by 60% or more when mixed with protein and fat. Your stomach is busy digesting food. The nitrates don't get absorbed efficiently. You must drink circulation beverages on an empty stomach. Wait 30 minutes before eating. This is non-negotiable. Second mistake is using mouthwash right after drinking nitrate-rich beverages. This destroys your results completely. Mouthwash kills the beneficial bacteria in your mouth that convert nitrates to nitrites. Without that conversion, you get almost zero nitric oxide production. If you use mouthwash, do it at night before bed, hours after your circulation drinks. Third mistake is expecting overnight miracles. Yes, you'll feel some improvement within hours. Your legs will feel warmer, but full vascular healing takes weeks. Damaged blood vessels need time to repair. New capillaries need time to grow. Stick with the protocol for at least 30 days before judging results. Fourth mistake is buying processed sugar-loaded versions of these drinks. Commercial beetroot juices often contain added apple juice or grape juice for sweetness. You're spiking your blood sugar, which actually impairs circulation in the short term. You're taking 1 step forward and 2 steps back. Read labels carefully. Buy pure products with 1 ingredient. Beets, celery, nothing else. Fifth mistake is stopping your prescribed medications without medical supervision. These drinks support and improve circulation naturally, but if you're on blood pressure medication or blood thinners, you need your doctor to monitor you as your circulation improves. Your medication needs might change. That's a good thing, but it needs to happen under medical supervision. Never just stop taking prescribed drugs on your own. Here's what most people don't understand about circulation and aging. Your body desperately wants to heal. Your blood vessels want to work properly, but they need the right raw materials. For decades, you've been told that circulation decline is inevitable with aging. That's a complete lie. It's preventable. It's reversible. But you have to give your body what it needs. These drinks provide concentrated doses of the exact compounds your vascular system requires to produce nitric oxide. You're not fighting aging. You're correcting a nutritional deficiency that modern diets created. Your great-grandparents ate beets, leafy greens, and vegetables packed with natural nitrates. Their circulation stayed strong well into their 80s and 90s. We don't eat like that anymore. We consume processed foods stripped of beneficial nitrates. We drink sugary sodas instead of vegetable juices. We avoid bitter and earthy flavors in favor of artificial sweetness. Then we wonder why our circulation collapses after 60. You're not broken. Your diet is broken. Fix the diet and you fix the circulation. It's that simple and that profound. Think of your circulatory system like a garden that's been neglected for years. The soil is depleted. Nothing grows. Everything looks dead. But the roots are still alive underground. They're just dormant, waiting for water and nutrients. The moment you start watering that garden and adding fertilizer, life explodes. Green shoots appear, flowers bloom, the garden transforms seemingly overnight. That's your circulation right now. It's dormant, not dead. These drinks are the water and nutrients your vascular system has been desperately craving. Give your body what it needs and watch how fast it responds. Within days, you'll feel the difference. Within weeks, the transformation becomes undeniable. Let me address a question you might be thinking. Why haven't doctors told you about this? The answer is complicated but important. Medical training focuses on pharmaceutical interventions. Doctors learn to prescribe medications, not nutrition. There's no profit in telling patients to drink beetroot juice. Drug companies can't patent beets or celery. There's no billion-dollar industry promoting vegetable juice, so it gets ignored even though the research is absolutely solid. Hundreds of peer-reviewed studies prove that dietary nitrates improve circulation, but that research doesn't make it into clinical practice because there's no financial incentive to promote it. Your doctor isn't hiding this from you intentionally. They simply don't know about it because it wasn't taught in medical school. This is why you have to take responsibility for your own health. You can't wait for the medical system to save you. You have to educate yourself. You have to make changes. You have to commit to doing what actually works. Here's my personal challenge to you. Commit to drinking beetroot juice every single morning for 30 days. Just 30 days. Track how you feel. Notice the warmth returning to your legs. Pay attention to the cramping disappearing. Watch your walking endurance improve. Take a photo of your legs today. Take another photo in 30 days. You'll see visible differences in skin color, swelling, and overall appearance. Keep a simple journal. Write down your walking distance each day. Note your pain levels. Document your sleep quality. The objective data will prove what's happening inside your body. This isn't faith healing. This isn't positive thinking. This is measurable biochemical change occurring at the cellular level. Your circulation will improve. Your nitric oxide production will increase. Your blood vessels will open up. These are facts supported by hundreds of research studies. But you have to actually do it. You have to drink the juice. You have to be consistent. You have to give your body time to heal. Thanks for watching.